New research brings to light some unsettling things about the giant meteor that slammed into Siberia, Russia in 2013. Nobody expected it. On February 15, 2013, many on Earth were watching for news of the approach of an asteroid labeled 2012 DA14. Suddenly, those watchers and millions of others around the globe were startled by news of a super or super bright meteor above the region of Chelyabinsk in Russia in Siberia. It seemed that day as if the heavens were gunning for us. The Chelyabinsk meteor exploded at a height of 12 miles, 20 kilometers above the Earth. It released 500 kilotons of energy, approximately 30 times the yield of the nuclear bomb over Hiroshima. It caused a shock wave that broke windows in 6 Russian cities and caused some 1,500 people to seek treatment for injuries, mainly from flying glass. Later, about 5 tons of meteoric material reached the ground, including a 1,400 pound or 650 kilometer meteorite that was recovered by divers from the bottom of Russia's lake Chebarkul. And now, years later, after more than 200 scientific studies, scientists say they're still looking for the origin of the Chelyabinsk superbolide. Where did it come from? They continue to confirm that it was not related to asteroid 2012 DA14, but since asteroids in space are known to travel in pairs or in groups, they want to know if the Russian meteor had a parent body and if that body is a known object in space. In other words, what do we know, if anything, about the origin of this cosmic close call? To figure it out, they first have to determine the orbit of the Chelyabinsk meteor. Among the published studies is a catalog of 960 video recordings, much of it captured by security cameras, traffic cameras, dash cams, which are of course popular in Russia, as well as manual recordings made with the video cameras and webcams of those who saw it. These images and diverse scientific data compiled during the event have let scientists calculate the trajectory of the meteoroid after it entered our Earth's atmosphere. And that information helped scientists calculate possible initial orbits for the 19-meter wide, that's about 20 yards wide, space rock around the Sun before it struck our Earth's atmosphere. On the same day as Chelyabinsk meteor, February 15, 2013, the asteroid 2012 DA14 was still approaching our Earth. It ultimately passed about 17,000 miles or 27,700 kilometers above Earth's surface, 16 hours after Chelyabinsk superbolide exploded at the fall of the large meteorite on the Russian lake Chebarkul. Now, could 2012 DA14 have been related to the Chelyabinsk meteor? At the beginning, it seemed possible to everyone that these two events might be related, but astronomers quickly compared what was known about the orbit of 2012 DA14 with a preliminary orbit for the Chelyabinsk meteor, and quickly said the two looked completely different. After closer studies of the two objects, they're now believed to be completely independent and unrelated to each other. In their statement of February 15, 2016, scientists said it was a mere, albeit very unusual, coincidence in time of two spectacular cosmic events. Wikimedia comment difference between orbits of Chelyabinsk meteoroid and 2012 DA14, now called 367946 Duende. Where in space did the Chelyabinsk superbolide come from? Did it have a parent body? And was that body a known object in space? The answer is that it would not yet be known for certain, but scientists are still trying to figure it out. One possibility is the asteroid 2011 EO40, which is known to have a frequent close encounters with Venus, Earth, the Moon, and Mars. Scientists said in their statement, the common origin of both celestial objects is a possibility that cannot be discarded using the currently available evidence. In the course of these studies, the scientists realized that the Chelyabinsk impactor likely passed a gravitational keyhole on February 15, 1982, during a close encounter with our planet. At the time, the closest distance was about 140,000 miles or 224,000 kilometers. As a result of this close encounter, the initial trajectory of Chelyabinsk's meteoroid was changed into the one that drove the meteoroid to strike the Earth over the 3 decades later. NASA's Goddard Scientific Visualization Studio 4 days after the Chelyabinsk meteor exploded in the atmosphere of Russia, fast-moving dust particles in higher altitudes of the atmosphere, shown in red, had circled the globe. So the bottom line, scientists are still seeking the origin of the Chelyabinsk meteor, which streaked across the skies over Russia February 15, 2013. They still don't know where it came from. This is Unbended Reality. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.